On June 6, 1944, the world watched as an armada unlike any other set sail across the English Channel. It carried with it an army that would change the course of history. The year before, Adolf Hitler's armies had taken much of Western Europe. Only a narrow sea separated the British and German forces. But that distance was a barrier only in name, for Hitler's guns boomed across the Channel, making it a battleground as much as the land. Then came D-Day. On that morning, the largest seaborne invasion in human history began. Over 156,000 Allied soldiers from the United States, Britain, Canada, and other nations stormed the beaches of Normandy. They were supported by 7,000 ships and landing craft, and nearly 11,000 aircraft filled the skies. Imagine the scale. An armada so vast it turned the sea into a highway of liberation. Among them were men from all walks of life, teenagers really too young to shave, veterans toughened by years of combat, farmers, clerks, school teachers, all united in their purpose, their mission: liberate Europe from the grip of fascism. As the Allied forces closed in on the beaches of Normandy, the defenders opened fire. Machine guns roared, bullets tore through the air, and the soldiers who landed found themselves pinned down by a withering fusillade. From the shore, the soldiers battled their way to the crest of the hill, all the while taking heavy casualties. But with each passing moment, more troops hit the beach, forming a growing bulge in the German lines. And as the hours dragged on, the Allied foothold became a bridgehead, then a full-scale assault. Beach by beach, town by town, the Germans were pushed back. By nightfall on June, the Allies had secured a beachhead some 30 miles wide. It was a hard-won victory, paid for in blood, sweat, and tears. But it was only the beginning. In the weeks and months that followed, the Allies would drive deep into France, eventually liberating it from the Nazis. On that day in 1944, the tide of war began to turn. D-Day was not just a battle. It was a turning point that led to the liberation of Europe and ultimately victory in World War II. It was a day when the world stood up to tyranny and said never again. A day of sacrifice, courage, and unity. A day that changed the course of history forever. A day we should never forget.